Peace, everybody. Today I'm talking about part 2 of white supremacy versus self-determination. You know, it's a lot to be covered. What self-determination? Self-determination can also be known as autonomy. Autonomy can also be known as sovereignty. Something that kings and queens, monarchies, dictators routinely enjoy. Also, people of alleged free society allegedly have autonomy, self-autonomy, being able to determine their own destiny, the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's autonomy, that's self-determination, right? So, when you forfeit your right to self-determination, which is also in the book of Genesis, free will, the freedom to replenish the earth and multiply, the freedom to subdue the earth, to name the earth, to name all the animals, to have dominion over the air, the sea, the land, and the underground and outer space. That was given in the Bible, the book of Genesis. So we have this self-determination, right? But if you as an individual subscribe to a predetermination, meaning that the rules have been set for you and you must follow this path to the end of your life. If it's suggested, influenced, or commanded under duress, when you subscribe to this, you're you're subjected to that system. Now, in America, this subjugation to that system, we call that white supremacy, because we ascribed to the commands, the predetermined scriptures or laws set up by the people who dominated and conquered America, historically or by default. They could have just inherited the land because the natives could have killed each other off. They said the meek will inherit the earth. And if the meek inherit the earth, they could change the law, the rules, and the history and say they conquered the earth. But you don't know how they got the earth, but you know they got the earth. And they put these laws and these practices in place to get you to embrace your own domination. You saw this in the Willie Lynch letter. And also you see this now. One individual can influence the group to act and behave in a certain manner. You had Elijah Muhammad influenced and inspired millions of so-called black people in America to be autonomous, to go against the status quo, to go against the grain and choose a different path. That's self-determination. You had Booker T. Washington. He said, we're going to build our own school. We're going to educate ourselves. We're going to be 100% self-sufficient in practice and theory. And that inspired people all over the country to do that. But also, one individual can inspire people to be subjugated. This is the Willie Lynch letter, I say. They say they destroyed the male image in front of the entire plantation. And that caused a frozen independence in the women when they saw how that man was destroyed. And that put everybody else in line. This is making an example. And because they did that to that one person, they also did that to the group. And the group perpetually will comply with the system until somebody else come along, like a Nat Turner. A Nat Turner